What's going on, guys? My name is Rumble Skrash. In today's video we're gonna be doing quite a special video, which is a video in which we're gonna be beating both the variation of HoMMIII and the variation of V3 law or 1.0 law. Now these two are, as I said in my previous video, the two most offensive slasher variations, and both of them are really strong teams. And I was going to upload the second video of my series of videos on how to beat every variation of the slasher team, so I was going to try to focus to find a team and actually beat the HoMMIII law team. And I was thinking, like, as HoMMIII law is based on multiplier damage and then some special bind, I thought that using this in Warashi would not be that bad of an idea, because he evades 60% chance of special bind, and then with the special he will give on a low cooldown defense up level 2, which is gonna help us tank a little bit the damage of V4 law, so HoMMIII law, and also in the passive really good HP up level 5. So basically this team is quite a bit more tanky than other slasher teams, and I thought that I could try this to basically try to counter the before law team. I also thought about doing a variation with a shanks crew in it instead of this rare recruit in Warashi, and I think it should still work. Shanks crew is also tanky and gives defense, a lot of defense up obviously, but also resists special bind in 50% chance. Now as I was trying this team, I thought I will try this team a couple of times and let's see how it goes, and then I will do the calculations and everything. And something quite surprising happened. So I knew about the potential of this Inuarashi, and I ranked him fairly high in my tier list video of units in PvP. But when I was actually trying this team, I hadn't actually invested in him, so I hadn't tried this team. I saw that it does wonders, so it's quite amazing what it does. I'm gonna read like the abilities of the Inuarashi for those who don't know. Apart from the defense up level 2, not only to slashers but also to cerebral, so that could be relevant for some kind of rainbow team. And then he will give some damage. And as you guys know, the slasher team has a lot of attack up, so that can be quite useful, and it is, as you're gonna be seeing. Now, and as I said, the HP up is really nice, but also the guard up is actually quite nice. It's quite underrated. The guard up gives saves you a lot of damage from normal attacks, mostly early game, which is the moment where it's most important for the slashers in terms of saving HP and stuff like that. So really good team, and I was quite shocked to see how it performed, because I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm having some kind of crazy good RNG or something like that, but I did like 18 matches, and in 18 matches I only lost once. And this time that I lost, it was like a very close match, like, you know, these matches where it just like 1v1 at the end. Then it was really close match, and it could have gone either way, and that's the only one that I lost. So kind of insane that how it works. And the good thing is that I tested it against both the variation of HoMMIII law and also against the variation of 1 law or V3 law. So really amazing. I don't know. I hadn't actually tested this team, and it's quite insane. And also it's a seven-man slasher team, so that's quite good. And obviously instead of Sanji, it would be better to use Kaku, but I don't have Kaku. And yeah, and I don't even have the rare recruit in Warashi max cotton candy, because I don't have enough cotton candy outside of 100 stacks, and I don't want to waste 100 stacks for giving 40 extra cotton candy. So yeah, really hoping for that update where you can just slide the cotton candy. So yeah, but let's actually start seeing some PvP matches, and it's gonna be quite insane, I think. Let's see how we go in these particular ones that I'm gonna be recording as I speak. But I will show you at the end of the video some actually amazing content where I'm beating the slashers over and over again, and I'm gonna show you content against both the variation with B3 law and also against the variation of HoMMIII law. And I will also, before the end of the match, I will show you the match where I lost, so that you can see that it was a really close match. So yeah, without further ado, let's see how we do. So let's start with the first one, which is a 5-man slasher team with B3 low. The positioning is quite weird. I don't think I have tested this actual positioning. I have tested a lot of different positionings, and it's not because of the positionings, I guess, that this team is also a lot of the times winning. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I have checked, all the units are completely maxed. It doesn't have any unit in the bench, so it's not the most optimal one. But we'll start low, and we'll see how we go. Now, as I said, this team is quite insane. I don't know if I'm having a lot of good luck or whatever, but it's kind of impressive that I'm getting so many wins and not a lot of losses, just one in every 18. So, I mean, I haven't tested it more than 18 times, but yeah, kind of insane to be honest. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like normally, I consider, for example, a team to be a defense when it gets around a win around 60% of the times or something like that. But this team is actually getting more than that. So I don't know. Like probably I would say this team is a straight up counter to the meta slasher teams. But I'm not gonna say that because it's also a slasher team, so it would not make that much of a sense to say, oh yeah, I found a counter to the slashers and it's a slasher team. So yeah, I mean it's a slasher team that you can definitely use to beat slashers. So basically, I would say it's the best anti-slasher team, if that makes any sense to you. As you guys saw, completely wipe out the enemy team. Didn't give them much of a chance. The rare recruit in Warashi got to activate, so yeah, he actually did a lot of damage to the Odin. So yeah, let's see what team can we find as a second match, and we'll go on. Also, I will record if I can find some teams with Halloween Law, but it's not that common. So probably most of the teams that I'm gonna be going up against are gonna be B3 Law teams, but this team works the same against Halloween Law. So we'll see if I can actually manage to find some. Let's see. So here we have shanks crew. I haven't tested this team against the variation with shanks crew because I will be uploading a video about that variation in particular, but I will test this team with against the shanks crew and stuff, and we're gonna be seeing how it goes. Now this team, another 5-man team, it's also gonna be quite max, so let's see how we go. I mean, there's nothing much to say about these 5-man slasher teams. Like I will do 2 5-man slasher teams, and then I will start to go up against like real 6-man slasher teams and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna be doing 6 matches or something like that. So I'm gonna be trying to go as fast as possible through them. And as I said at the end of the video, I'm gonna be putting some clips where you will be able to see some footage so that you can see that I'm not actually making anything up. Like this team is quite insane, to be honest. And normally it looks like the Inuarashi is not gonna activate, but as you guys saw, he got delayed because someone hit him, and normally this happens a lot. And now he will activate at second 76, something like that. Now their Odin will not be activating, but I think mine either. So I mean, oh, maybe mine actually activates. So that's gonna be quite lucky if it happens, and yeah, it actually does. And right after the Odin, it's Inuarashi, so all the units that are left are just gonna be probably dying now. I mean, or if not dying, receiving a lot of damage, just enough so that the Roger can kill them. And yeah, it's only gonna be a Dofi here, and that GG. And as you guys saw in both of these wins, like it wasn't that close. Like it wouldn't really have mattered if there was now a unit in the bench, like 1 versus 7, it would have just died. So yeah, really interesting to see. I'm gonna try to find some PvP Whitebeard on the bench, or Kaku in the bench, or stuff like that, and also some Halloween Law. Sorry, by the way, that it cut the recording, but yeah, I'm gonna try to find the third team, and then we'll go on. No, I don't know if you have noticed it, but I hope that the sound is better. I actually bought a new headphones with a mic, so I hope that it improves a little bit. I know it was a little bit sketchy, so hope it gets better. And maybe at the end of this video, I don't know if I will do at the end of this video, but maybe in some of my videos, I will try to upload some kind of music when I put the footage in fast mode, so that you can actually, I don't know, hear something, so it's not just silence. And I will try to find some free copyright music. Now I thought about putting some, I don't know if some of you guys know the game, but I don't know if some of you guys know Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and I think that the soundtrack of that game is actually copyright free. So I think I will try to investigate a little bit on that and maybe try to put some music so that you don't have to hear silence. But yeah, maybe I won't do it in this video, and I will do it in some future one. But yeah, just so that you guys don't have to sit there. I mean, probably just like as it is in fast mode, it's just like about watching it fast, and then you see, okay, yes, it gets the win. But after these matches, we are gonna be going to show the match where I actually lost, and I have it recorded, and you're gonna be seeing that it was like pretty bad RNG, and then a very RNG dependent end game that didn't end well. Now I have had some matches with this team with bad RNG, and in a lot of them, though, I don't know if it's a tankiness or something, it allows me to survive. So yeah, as you guys saw, here it's gonna be quite unfortunate because we're gonna get both the special of Roger and Odin. So quite unfortunate there. Kind of unlucky, but we have the defense up from the rare recruit in Orashi, and that's hopefully gonna help us a bit. Now Odin is dead. I mean, you shouldn't be that worried about it. Now we kill the Odin, and we will get the special of Roger, so hopefully that will help us. Now we also have the special of PP, Whitebeard, and Kizaru, so hopefully that should be enough to just kill the enemy team. Now here we will get the fixed damage. Let's see what we do. We actually kill the Otama, but it's not that big of a deal. But now we will get the special of PP, Whitebeard. We'll kill probably the Dofi. Yeah, the 3 units, and we only have to go up against one lonely Kizaru. And as you guys saw, it was a pretty bad RNG with both Roger and Odin activating before mine, and I got the win anyway because probably I managed to tank a little bit better with the HP up, with the defense up, and also the guard up saved me from losing a lot of HP early match. So I think that helped me a bit. Now it's quite unfortunate because, I mean, it's not unfortunate, like we didn't see the special of Law activating, so we didn't actually see like maybe the Law special binding the Inu or he resisting it, so we didn't actually get to see that. Now there was an Otama in the bench. I don't think it would have made a difference if there was a PvP Whitebeard, because I think like when Otama came in, she just died because she was not boosted in terms of defense and stuff by some special of Kizaru and Dofi and stuff like that. So I think that wouldn't have made a difference. It was a pretty close match, gotta admit, but I'll try to find another team that will probably show that a little bit better. But as you guys saw, it's just like 3 out of 3 wins now, and it's not even because, I mean, 2 of them were against 5-man slasher teams, but it's not even because of that. You guys saw that in both of those matches, it was just like a straight up win, 7-0 kills by the enemy team. So it was not even that close. It wouldn't have really mattered. And normally when you lose against a slasher team, it's because you have killed a lot of their units and stuff like that, but now this wasn't even happening. I mean, just in one of the match. So here I have Jozo in the bench. Well, we will have to see. This team is maxed because it's over 50k in combat power. Normally that means it's maxed, but we'll have to see. Now I haven't found, quite surprisingly, any team with a PvP Whitebeard on the bench, so it's quite unfortunate. At least I want to go up against one so that you guys can see. But here we are in the 4th match, and we'll see how we do. Now the positioning here, it's a little bit weird because there's some people putting both Odin and Roger in the front, so they are getting hit quite a bit. But I don't know, I don't really understand. But I mean, the positioning can actually affect the order of attacks and everything. So I don't know, maybe they calculated and they realized that if the Odin is in the 2nd spot, I don't know, my Odin gets delayed at a certain point, and then that's really good for them. So maybe that is that, but I don't know. Here my Odin actually managed to activate, and we have, if we don't kill the enemy units, we have a lot of specials to just finish them off really quick. Now here, I thought that the actual range of the Inuarashi was actually not that big, but as you will see now in the animation, it's quite big. I don't know, like medium frontal range is actually quite good. Like I thought it was gonna be smaller range than PvP Whitebeard, but I think it's quite similar, and it can actually target some units far back. So I don't really know. But yeah, it's quite good. So we actually, was it the fourth one or the fifth one? Now I do not know here. 5 win streak. I think it was the fourth one because I had one match before, I think. So let's see with the fifth match, and then we are gonna be trying now to find some PvP Whitebeard and units like that. Maybe a Kaku. I probably not a Kalgar and Nolan because it's not gonna make that big of a difference. So yeah, let's see if I can find a PvP Whitebeard. And if not, I will be right back because here there's an Otama. Yeah, no. Here another Jozu. Let me refresh once more, and if not, I will be right back. Yeah, I will be right back with a PvP Whitebeard on the bench. So finally here I have found a slasher team with a PvP Whitebeard on the bench. Now it's not a 50k combat power, but I have checked and all the units are completely maxed out. Probably the difference is probably in some limit break expansion or something like that, or maybe some cotton candy. Now, I am doubting. I think cotton candy actually gives combat power to a unit, but I mean, combat power doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I mean, completely maxed out slasher team. It would be nice if it had like 2 cost 1 units, but I mean, it's surprising that it took me so long to actually find a PvP Whitebeard on the bench in a slasher team. I don't really know. Maybe it's because I'm not like top 1k in the championship or something like that, but yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, now we actually, it's quite surprising because the Inuarashi doesn't get to activate now. He normally does at this point, and quite unluckily, yeah, our Roger fails, but now we will get the special of the Odin, and they have the normal amount of defense. So yeah, and after that we are gonna have to tank the special of the Odin, which is gonna be dealing quite a bit of damage. Very unluckily, I don't exactly know why the enemy Odin is still alive somehow. Don't ask me why. This is kind of funny, and we will get a fully maxed PP Whitebeard now from the bench. Quite unluckily, we have to tank the special of Dofi, so that will deal a lot of damage. And yeah, I actually probably I will lose this match because of that insanely bad RNG. And here we actually kill some of the units. Now we have to tank I think just some fixed damage that will not be dealing that much, and hopefully if we can rely a little bit on the special of the PvP Whitebeard, then maybe we'll be okay, but we'll have to see. So yeah, no, we are not okay here, so very unluckily. You guys saw you guys saw actually, oh, actually I think I will be winning. Kind of insane match. Well, you guys saw the amount of HP that the enemy Odin had. It was kind of ridiculous. But well, I mean, it's bad RNG. It can always happen. But yeah, as you guys saw, even in some very bad RNG, I actually managed. So 5 out of 5, and we'll do the last one, and then I will show you some footage. Now, as the last one, I would like either another PvP Whitebeard or maybe a Halloween Law variation. So we're gonna try to find a team like that. Now, I will probably have to bump this Rare Crit Inuarashi up in the tier list, so the next one, because he performs amazingly well, actually. I will probably be using this team like against every slasher team that I can find in the championship, because it's kind of insane. Yeah, here we have a Calgar and Nolan, but don't really like it. Now, I have actually seen that when there's an Odin in the first spot and then Roger, normally like the Inuarashi actually doesn't activate, so I think it's for some order of attacks and calculations. I haven't done yet the calculations with this team. Maybe I will do them here. I have found, yeah, a PP Whitebeard on the bench. I will do the calculations with this team and then maybe tell you really fast, not with as much explanation as the last video, and maybe tell you how it works exactly and something like that. But yeah, here it's actually quite scary because there's an Odin and a Roger again. Now this positioning that this guy has, it's just the positioning exactly as the attacking team. So this person should actually know that the positioning in the defense and attack changes. So he has the positioning as if that team were an attacking team, and it's not normally accurate, but we get the activation of Inuarashi, so that's really great. And I think the enemy Odin will not activate, but probably ours won't either. Or maybe he will. Yeah, actually he will, so that's quite lucky there. But he misses on a lot of units, so it's like he hadn't activated. We will get the special of Roger, and then yeah, probably this is a win. If with this delay of speed we don't get shafted, I don't know. Here we will kill the Roger and yeah, almost kill all the other units. Kizaru should be doing the job, and if not, the Doflamingo. Yeah, and that's it, GG. So 6 out of 6. As you guys saw, quite insane team. Now maybe if you try this out, I don't know, if maybe you could lose, I guess, like you could have bad RNG like in the previous match. In the previous match it was really close, gotta admit, and I actually managed to get the win. But yeah, I mean, if I had Kaku, probably it would not have been as close, but it would have been even better, so just imagine. Well, so sorry, I know that I said that I would show actually the match in which I lost. I was pretty sure that I had it recorded, but apparently I must not have pressed the record button in that match, but it was a really close match, like in the 5th match that we did, like a 1 versus 1 end game instead of a 3 versus 1, so even more RNG. And then at the end, by a normal attack, I actually lost. I'm kind of, it bothers me. It kind of bothers me that I actually didn't find the clip. I wanted to show it to you guys, but well, I mean, that's unlucky because I didn't want to record all 18 matches, so there was some matches in which I was not recording them. Now I will show you more footage of this team actually beating the slashers, and I will try to find like some matches in which I was going up against the variation with V4 Law, so HoMMIII Law, and also more matches with PP Whitebeard on the bench. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I was really surprised by the performance of this rare recruit Inuarashi. I actually think that this might be actually the best slasher team to run against slasher teams. I mean, at least against the variation of V3 Law and HoMMIII Law. I have to test it against Shanks crew, but I don't know, I have the impression that it will work too really well against Shanks crew, because rare recruit Inuarashi does a lot of damage and actually has a really low cooldown. The slashers are giving him a lot of cooldown, so if he can actually activate the special as he normally is, and second 80, 79, something like that, or a little bit like 76, something like that, he can actually deal a lot of damage to a Shanks crew team because they don't have a lot of defense. I mean, just if Shanks crew has activated their special. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this team. I think it performs really well, and as I said, I was really surprised. And also let me know if you are gonna be trying him out. I think I don't know, at least by the performance and the matches that I have done, I think it's 100% worth investing into, at least for these next 2 to 3 months, which the slasher meta is still gonna be relevant. In the future, he might be relevant actually in some kind of rainbow team, as I mentioned before, with Shanks crew, Rayleigh, Nekomamushi, stuff like that. And also Sanji Pudding, that are gonna be coming up in the future. Really amazing unit. And I will be, as I said, showing you guys the clips in fast mode. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. A lot of you that are watching this video are not subscribed, and it will help me a great deal. So yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.